Yo, what's going on guys? It is your boy Yamanaka's Poison here, just me, myself, and I, back again for another video. And today, I'm just going to actually talk about Boku no Hero, or My Hero Academia's One Justice. So, the game itself looks really good, and basically I just want to spend a bit of time in this video just talking about why I'm excited for it, the things I've noticed, and basically why I think the game will be good because of the things I've noticed. So I've chosen just two clips of gameplay. I haven't actually gone to E3 or played this game myself, so I don't actually own any of the clips like I've stated at the start of the video. So yeah, I just want to get started with the fight here with Uraraka and Toga. So I noticed that these two are actually really both interesting characters, and I reckon they could be used quite a lot, especially Uraraka from what I'm seeing, because as you can see in some of her combos, as you're about to see, is that she has this like little combo thing where she'll pick up or she'll like pull out like a massive like block of concrete out of nowhere, and she does like a circular swinging motion with it, just hitting over and over again. And I've seen another fight against well, her against All Might, is that All Might couldn't get in, like he was trying to approach, but the player using Uraraka kept using that move over and over and over again because he realized how good it was. And it seems that as a good way to keep people out of bay. So people like maybe like Deku or Bakugo, who are quite up close personal characters when fighting, might not be able to get in there. But I'm thinking characters like Tokiyami, maybe Todoroki, they might be able to get around that through zoning. So that's just an interesting thing just to think about right there. So let's talk about Toga. So Himiko Toga, she's quite an interesting character. So what I've noticed so far is that she's really good at basically. I think her quirk from what I'm seeing here is that she's able to turn into the person she's fighting against. Now, obviously, we know in the anime and the manga that she's quite obsessed over certain people. She has like an obsession thing, and that's what lies within her quirk. And she, in the game, she can actually turn into the character, into the opponent for not for a very long time, for about 10 seconds at that. If she hooks on her like pink string things, and then you see her like transform into that character, and she becomes that character. This can be pretty good because if you don't know who your opponent's going to choose, and you think they're going to choose a high tier character, but you just don't know which one, and you want to kind of like be better with that character against them, I guess Himiko is your choice. But yeah, she seems like a really fast, really like hack and slashy type character as well. Like she's quite aggressive, I've noticed. Even in the trailer when they've showed her off a bit of her moveset, like she come across as quite brash, up close, personal type character. So it's really interesting to see that Toga's come in, as she's just been, shown off recently in the anime and everything. Something I've also noticed with Toga Himiko here is that she used like a sort of team ultimate. I'm using Naruto terms because obviously I grew up on the game, that's what I know best. And this game closely relates to Naruto and then any other fighting game I've realized. But Toga used like a team ultimate with her two supports. Now, I don't know if she was only able to do that because they're all villains, and you can do it with like characters that, like have like a special, that have like an obvious connection with. So like, for example, if you were to choose a team like, I don't know, Yayorozu, All Might, and like Shigaraki, they probably wouldn't do like an ultimate together because that team just doesn't make sense, like chemistry wise. But if you were to do a team like, I don't know, Izuku, Uraraka, and Ida, they might do an ult together because they have good team chemistry. So that's just something to think about. So another in-depth thing I want to talk about is in this fight between Deku and Bakugo. Bakugo has Todoroki as a support, and it only took me this long. I've been watching a bunch of fights. It only took me this long, like a good whole day, to realize that you can use your supports in a different manner. So basically, what I've noticed is that with Bakugo is that I think in the first round or in the first part, is that he used Todoroki. I'm going to show it on the screen here. I'm going to use Todoroki support, but if you look very closely at Todoroki's like little support gauge thing, it only goes down to half. So it goes down to half his gauge, and Todoroki just uses his fire quirk. Later on in the fight, so now I'm going to skip it to later in the fight, Todoroki support is used to its fullest, so his whole gauge has just completely been like gone. And he comes on the field and he uses his ice quirk, which successfully lands, and it seems much more of an effective quirk. So what I'm gathering from this is that instead of like Naruto, for example, where you can just use your supports and that's it, they just come out and do their jutsu and go away. Boku no Hero is a bit more in-depth of that, where you can use two types of a support. So you can use a weaker version of their quirk, and then you can use a stronger version of their quirk. Obviously, the stronger version burning more of that support's meter, um, and then if you miss, then that's it, you're screwed. So you gotta make sure you're guaranteed gonna hit that quirk. Otherwise, like I said, you're probably gonna mess up and burn that support, and you're not gonna be able to use it for like a straight minute, or possibly for the rest of the round. So yeah, that's an interesting thing I've noticed. So another thing I want to get into is ultimates and combo cancels. Now, me being a Storm player, I am huge on, doing combos into ultimate jutsus and things like that, and that's something I kind of expect out of Boku no Hero. Just the way the gameplay looks, is like a 3D fighter like Naruto is. It's very similar to Naruto in a lot of ways. Um, it's got the 2-round system like what Storm 4 has. You can't switch into your supports, which is, in my opinion, actually like that. I think I prefer just the non-switching stuff. Kind of like old school Naruto, like Gen Storm 3 style type fighting. But yeah, and I like the wall fighting as well. But yeah, I wanted to talk about the combos into like UJs. Well, I say UJs, but I mean like ultimate quirks, I guess you could say, or ultimate moves. So I'm wondering, because I haven't really seen many people do this, and I think I have seen one clip where someone kind of did this with Shigaraki, but I wasn't too sure. I need to get my hands on the game to sort of like determine this. But I did see briefly that I think you can do a combo, or you can at least get your support to add some stun to your character, to your opponent, and then you can land your ultimate. Another thing I realized is that with the ultimates, they come in different levels. So under the health bar, you'll notice you're gonna have a little blue bar underneath, and then by it there's gonna be like a 1 or a 0 or possibly even a 2. So that would be like different levels of your ult. So if it's on 0, I think you can burn that and then use like a weaker version of your ult. If it's on 1, then you have like a medium type damage version of your ult, and then I think if you max it up to 2, I'm not sure if it goes any higher. I haven't really seen too many people go up higher than 2 because people have been burning it, or the fights have just been too quick, like they're too short. Then yeah, so you can use that, and it uses like a stronger version of your quirk. So something I'm going to try practicing is, probably picking up Todoroki because he's my favorite character. Just trying to do like a bunch of different combos and landing them with his ultimate quirks and see how that goes. Another thing I did realize is that with the meter is that on the previous round, say if you left it on like 1 1/4 of a bar, on the next round it will stay that way. So unlike Naruto, your whole like HUD doesn't refresh, like your health will refresh obviously, but your meter will still stay the same. So that's pretty interesting, and I wasn't paying attention, but I think your supports might still stay the same as well. So that makes sense, it's completely fair that way, that's understandable. But yeah, anyways, I've been rambling on for too much. If you guys want to talk about any of this in the comment section, give me ideas of anything you may have noticed or anything, please do share. I love this game, I'm definitely going to get it as soon as possible, and I'm probably going to grind this game so much, going to try and get good at it. And yeah, Boku no Hero, I'm really excited for it. Anyway guys, it's been your boy Poison here. As always, Janet.